Like I was saying before I got interrupted, there were gems of brilliance in that.
Hey, thank you.
It was very profound.
And except for the ones you stole from me, your point was not really that bad either.
Well, it's natural I would pick up some of your influence.
I love the part in your poem, Agnes, about taking insects and pinning them under the microscope.
You see, that could mean all sorts of things, you know. I didn't like that. It's creepy. I didn't like that part very much either. It was very scientific, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be bugs.
I prefer that they are, but it doesn't have to.
Everyone in the psyche has little creepy crawly ideas, you know, the dark side of life. And sometimes you have to look at this.
If you're from New York, you'll know this.
That's right. You're forced to see the gritty along with the nitty. Well, I never went up north, and I never cared to, and I have no plans of doing it to the day I die. And if anybody shipped my coffin up there, they can just dump me right in Boston Harbor for all I care.
Well, they don't let the door hit your ass on the way up. Whose turn is it now?
Well, I must say we're having some very heated poetic egos in here today. But a lot of good stuff's coming forward. It's, I believe, my turn now.
It is. There's some more good things coming forward.
Well, I will first say that I'm very touched and very pleased that you at long last bothered to write something about me, Squint, that came at least in the ballpark of approaching a tribute to me. But when we were having those triangle days all those many years ago, there was a lot of pain going on that I never acknowledged. And since it's just us originals here today without all the other peeping toms that joined the class later.
He wrote something nice about everybody, not just you.
Yes, he wrote about nice things about everybody, which pretty much neutered what he said about me. But I wrote one to try to express the pain that I felt and the humiliation, and it's dedicated to you, Squint, and I will at long last reveal it after all these years of keeping it hidden. Here it comes. It's called Yesterday That Was Me, and it has a tune. But first, it's a poem I'll read. Once I had so much to give, a happy life so rich and full to live, a dream, a plan just waiting to fulfill, and all the pleasures hope and love can build. Yesterday, that was me. I'm wasted now by hard reality. Your love is branded on my memory. You broke my heart, that's why I set you free. My shining knight refused to keep his glitter. I thought to give my all, and I'm no quitter. Pardon me if I sound crushed and bitter. My prince reduced my life to kitty litter.
Sandy step.
Now that wasn't meant to be funny, it's just that it happens to rhyme, and it happens to... Okay, I'm sorry. All right, now see that it's sung this way. It has, you repeat the chorus in the middle, and it's worked out smoother than Kelly Jean's gotten hers at this stage. It goes like this. Once I had so much to give, a happy life so rich and full to live, a dream, a plan just waiting to fulfill, and all the pleasures hope and love can build. Yesterday, that was me. I'm wasted now by hard reality. Your love is branded on my memory. You broke my heart, that's why I set you free. My shining knight refused to keep his glitter. I fought to give my all, and I'm no quitter. Pardon me if I sound crushed and bitter. My prince reduced my life to kitty litter. Yesterday, that was me. I'm wasted now by hard reality. Your love is branded on my memory. You broke my heart, that's why I set you free. Now, ain't that a nice one? Oh, that's very tender, except the kitty litter. Well, it's one of those kind of tongue-in-cheek jokes, you know, like how your heart can be broken, but you make a joke, you know, like they call gallus humor, like you call it. Yeah.
Well, you did good, honey. That's a nice, very nice one.
Did you like it better than mine?
No, they're both very different. Each one says its own. It's like apples and oranges.
And now he sounds like Brett.
I didn't show this to Brett because I've spared Brett this side of my life.
He doesn't like your singing either?
He loves my singing, but, he's always trying to get me to take up the guitar and, do that kind of thing. But I haven't really had the time, what with trying to be a mother and all of that. Well, I haven't played very much lately either. That song there, I wrote a long time ago, and I just had to dig it out of the chest and embellish it. I haven't written anything new in years.
I thought you wrote it new for me.
Well,
Oops.
it was for you, but I only had part of it, and then I put the rest of it there. Besides, we weren't having anything to do with each other for a while, so I just left it hanging like you did me.
That's one way to put it.
I think we've stepped in a few things here.
Yes, I think we leave the past, as Squint said.
Are we going to do this again in another 10 years if we live that long?
Class reunion. Now, children, listen to me. Listen to Dr. Fatsworth. We have to compare some of the places we are coming from with what some of the other poets are saying. Von Watkins has sent in a couple
Hey,
of...
it's my turn.
Oh, Margie, forgive me. Squint has done it again. He has poisoned the atmosphere and caused me to overlook my dearest pupil.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I meant no poison.
Anyway, mine's called Why Not Southern California. Why do we stay here up in the north? Obviously there's something holding us onto these rocks and these rains. The cruel northern coast, cruel and beautiful. Gray, stark, minimalist, like a Brooklyn mime or a Russian food line. Why not hit the big city and spill overboard onto the world? There's only one place I want to be recognized, and that's my home.
That's wonderful, isn't it?
I love that. That's very well said. It really is.
Well, thank you. I just got to thinking about, like people write us, all of us, and they say, why don't you go on, you can get so far beyond this town and all that stuff. And
Yeah, that's right.
I really don't want to. I don't want to go. I want there to be somewhere where all of us could not be recognized.
Al Strange is going to love that one. We got to get that one mimeographed and have it put up on his door. He'll love it.
Yeah, he really would. That's for sure. Well, I wish I could have written something like that. I do. I never can write things like that. Mine are always so, emotional, personally emotional.
Valerie, you know why? That's because you're really a genius with emotion.
Well, mine are kind of like that, too. What Valerie and I need to do is step out of our own little thing and broaden like you've done, Margie. How do you do it?
Oh, being a heroin addict sure helped.
Well, hanging around with us a lot, She hangs around with us guys, and it kind of rubs off.
Well, you never wanted us to do that.
No, you know what it really is? It's just, I was the third born in my family. I've always been an oddball. So, I've been like this no matter who I've known. So, it's kind of like a combination of what people do, the people I hang out with, and it rubs off on me. But I've always had more of a world scope on things than a lot of people.
It's just really beautiful. My favorite ones was that one and the one Squint did. Well, everyone has their own taste. And,
Which one was your favorite?
Oh, God, don't ask.
now that's putting me on the hot seat for sure.
And besides, we haven't even heard them all because Cyril's next.
I have to have a chance if you don't mind. Now, here's mine. Great are the simple men. Always listen to the simple man. He doesn't show off, just does what he can. Not everybody can be a lion roaring, and if they could, it would really get boring. The simple man is the salt of the earth, so put a lot of value on his worth. You'll be like him when it's all been said. Brown in the ground where dead is dead.
God.
Well, that's the one way to get us not only down to earth, but under it.
Under it.
Yeah. Leave it to Cyril to Take the wind out of your sails.
Well, Cyril, that's a far cry from bird eggs. He lifted that one out of that one about the body is lowered down, about the hero.
That's right.
Well,
But you read that one so good. I can't picture you not having
look
something
at
to do
you
with
and
burial.
look at you and your steed limping home, which you stole. Well, we have all had a chance to. Poetry is kind of laying it all out there, almost naked, so to speak, and being very vulnerable and exposed. And it's very brave and courageous of every one of you that has written poems and brought them. And let us say to each and every one how grateful we are. And no offense to anyone, but every feeling is different about every poem. And
The best thing about it is that every one of us has our own way of writing.
That's the main thing. You're supposed to have individuality.
You couldn't expect all of us to sign our name the same way. It's just like we don't all, talk the same way. We don't walk the same way. We all do everything differently.
It's supposed to be the way you do your own style.
well, that's the old thing, all right. That's the old thing. It's your own signature.
So if I wanted to write nothing but food, that would be okay.
If you didn't want to go beyond that,
But that's not very challenging. I mean, the idea is to grow. Your spirit is supposed to grow beyond. It's okay that you love food. I mean, you could write nothing but cookbooks, but if you're truly a creative person, you're supposed to expand your horizons.
actually, Lucinda, to tell you the truth, I think that was very interesting how you put the Bay of Fundy in that, because that's the last thing I expected from you.
Well, that's what I mean. See, I never would have said nothing about I never knew such a thing. It sounds stupid to me, but since I learned about it, I used it. Therefore, I'm using my new knowledge.
Do you still know how to speak those names of the Russian places?
No, I ain't never really got that far.
Remember that? Kazakhstan,
Turkestan and
Kazakhstan,
Turkey leg.
Uzbekistan,
turkey leg.
and all of
I just don't like that part of the world.
But now you like the Bay of Fundy.
Well, at least it sounds kind of cute.
You get lobsters from there.
Well, I'll tell you, Lucy, honey, I kind of like it that you'd rather have me there with you on Sunday than out somewhere in the Bay of
You got
Fundy.
it back. Get again!
Yeah, we've been in the Bay of Fundy, and it, to tell you the truth, ain't that much fun. Yeah.
Not the time of year you were there.
It kind of brings to mind that song about the Manic Monday and Sundays they're fundy. Did you hear that song, Lucinda? That was sung by the Bangles. I heard that, but I didn't copy it because they did it. I like the Bangles, but I didn't say nothing about Manic.
But
I don't even know what that
actually,
means.
they didn't even write that song. That was written by Prince, of all things.
Ain't that strange? I wouldn't have thought so.
I know, especially the line about kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. Oh, well.